Hello everyone, this is Aditi speaking. Welcome to Creative Learners. In my last session, I have discussed about Beowulf, its characters, text, and the short analysis. Today, my topic is Old English religious poetry, also known as Christian poetry. We have major two poets in the Old English religious poetry, that is Caedmon and Cynewulf. So let's begin. Before beginning, let's welcome our new subscribers and please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Let's start our session. Let's learn about Caedmon and Cynewulf in short. Both are the poets of the 7th and 8th century England. Their poetry is a product of Christianizing of England. Their subjects are dependent on the poetry in the Bible or in the lives of the saints. They both apply the techniques of Old English heroic poetry to purely Christian themes common throughout Christendom. Now let's come to Caedmon. The first attempt to write poems on Christian themes was made by Caedmon. Caedmon was miraculously transformed into the first religious poet of England, much like Kalidas of India, the world-famous poet of Abhijan and Sakuntala. You can see Caedmon's poems are contained in Junius manuscript preserved in Bodleian Library, Oxford. His poems are divided into four categories: Genesis, Exodus, Daniel, and untitled number of poems by Grain, Christ, and Satan. Now we will learn about Genesis. The longest of the poem of Caedmon is Genesis, which runs nearly 3000 lines. In the poem Genesis, the text is not perfect because there are having several gaps. The gaps are called interpolation, right? Like see, it's written interpolation of passage. Interpolation of passage is known as gap, which comes in Genesis B. Now, this Genesis B repeats the story of the rebellion of Satan in great detail and tells the story of the temptation of Adam and Eve by Satan and their subsequent expulsion from the Garden of Eden. The character of Satan in Genesis, especially in Genesis B, reminds us of proud Satan of Milton's Paradise Lost. The Genesis A shows the blending of pagan and Christian elements, which is very old characteristics of the Old English religious poetry. Our next poem that will come up is Exodus. The adaptation of the style and conventions of the pagan heroic poetry to Christian themes is seen vividly in Caedmon's Exodus, which relates the escape of the Israelites through the Red Sea and the description of the Red Sea and the Egyptians. The distinctive feature of Exodus is martial scene. The din and clash of battle, the werewolf and the raven greedy for prey, the having of the shields, the brandishing of battle bills equals the martial scene. Next poem is Daniel. Daniel is the paraphrase of the first 5 chapters of the biblical book of Daniel. Daniel contains 3 poems. Okay, so this is a short poem, and our next poem is Christ and Satan. Christ and Satan is attributed to Caedmon, is a kind of paradise regained. It contains 3 poems. The poem Christ and Satan contains three poems. Number one is The Fall of Angels. The Fall of Angels. You may write, no issues. The Fall of Angels. Number two is Harrowing of Hell. And number three is Christ's Temptation. So these names are important for the questions of the entrance examination. Our next poem is Judith. This is one of the finest poem of Caedmon. Judith has 350 lines. It is a Vulgate text. It's a brave poem full of action. This is the only points that you need to know for Judith. After Judith, we have various poems of Caedmon, but those are not so important. After that, we have Cynewulf with us. Cynewulf is the greatest of the Old English poets, save and except the unknown poet of Beowulf. We know very little or nothing of Cynewulf, but we know that Cynewulf has written 4 major poems. Not only 4, there are many poems, but among them there is 4 to 5 major poems. One poem I have forgotten to add, that is Dream of the Rood. About Dream of the Rood, we will make another video and discuss about the Dream of the Rood in very detailed manner. Today we will only do these 4 poems in short. At first, we have Christ. Christ is a dialectic poem. Christ is divided into 3 parts again. So 3 is the major number in the Old English religious poetry. The first part deals with the advent of Christ on the earth. The second part deals with his accession, and the third part deals with the second advent to judge the world. The poem Christ has a part which influenced the Latin Christianity. But to be very honest, the Christ also has dramatic passage. The historical importance of the poem also lies in the fact that there is a dialogue between Mary and Joseph in the first part of the poem. After that, we have Juliana. It is also based upon a Latin prose work which describes the life and death of Saint Juliana, who was a Christian maiden. The poem is distinguished by clearness and swiftness of the story. After that, we have The Fate of the Apostles. This poem is a short poem of 122 lines. Okay. Now, this poem meditates upon the adventures of various apostles after the dispersed to spread the gospel. In the manuscript, the poem Fate of the Apostle follows immediately the legend of Andreas. After the Fate of Apostle, we have Ellen. Ellen is masterpiece and it contains 1321 lines. It is the story of the discovery of the true cross by Helena. Helena was the mother of the Emperor Constantine. Okay, so this is the point you also need to know about Ellen. After Ellen, we have Dream of the Rood, and I can tell you a brief about Dream of the Rood today, but in my next class, next session, I'll surely discuss the Dream of the Rood in detailed manner. In the last part of a video, we will learn a very short details of Dream of the Rood. It is also known as the gem or the masterpiece in English literature because it is the first dream vision poem in English literature. This poem centers around the crucifixion of the Christ and it has very alluring images. So let's wait for the next session. In my next session, I'll upload a very detailed summary of this particular poem, The Dream of the Rood, because in exams, questions often comes from this particular Old English religious poetry. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching my videos. Please subscribe the channel, comment below to let me know which topics you want to hear from me, and please subscribe my channel. Stay safe at home. Let's fight corona togetherly. Have a nice day.